What up, YouTube? It's your boy Big Cool coming to you from Big Cool Entertainment, and I'm here with another Walking Dead review. Tonight's episode was episode 6 of season 6, titled "Always Accountable," where it featured Daryl, Sasha, and Abraham back in the fold. These three characters haven't really been, focused a lot on in the first half of the season 6 of Walking Dead. But Daryl, found himself in some tough situations in this episode. Tonight's episode was really good, in my opinion. I definitely would watch it again. We got some more hints about Glenn. I'll get to that later on in the video, but tonight's episode was really good. A lot of dialogue between Sasha and Abraham. Obviously, Abraham is conflicted. Him and Sasha was having a conversation when they went inside the building, and she was telling him that he has to be accountable. And she was saying stand guard or sleep, and he said he would take the latter pretty much of neither doing neither. Obviously Abraham is dealing with something. In tonight's episode, you see him go on the roof, and there's a walker hanging. With something sticking to his chest. I know what I'm talking about, but I can't quite get the word that I'm looking for to describe it. Like a missile, yeah, a missile was through the chest of a walker who was hanging by on a fence, and Abraham, went out after talking to Sasha, went on top of the roof. He stumbled across some cigars, some more missiles, and some more artillery that'll help, himself and the rest of the group when they get back to Alexandria. But he climbed on top of the fence, and he was kind of, agitating the walker, getting him riled up. It was a pretty dangerous moment, because he could have, lost focus, got bit, got scratched. And, depending on where it happened, that could be all, she wrote for Abraham. But, he came to his senses. He got off, after fucking with the zombie shaking him and, just yelling at it. I guess, getting out some of that frustration. He got off the fence. And moments later, the fence or the missile started to, I guess wear out the walker, and eventually the walker fell to his demise or his second demise. Abraham went back, and I know I'm all out of wax, whatever, but Abraham had went back into the building talking to Sasha. I guess he realized you know that she was right, and he let her know that he wanted to get to know her a whole lot, and we all know what that means. He wants to be romantically involved with Sasha, and she seemed receptive to it. She told him you have a lot of things to work on before, and she also asked him, how do you know that's what she wants? And he replied, a man knows, which is true. But the beginning of the episode started off with, Daryl and Sasha and Abraham getting chased down, and they lost each other. Some group mistaking them for a group they have been with, because they later on in the episode, the guy whose name I don't know if they revealed it. A lot of people are speculating it was Dwight, but I don't know if the name was revealed. Maybe I missed it, but he was telling Daryl, after Daryl said, I told you I wouldn't like those people. He told him that they didn't meet everybody in their group. So a guy named Wade and his people came, trying to stake claim to whatever it was, the group that attacked Daryl and Sasha and Abraham. But with the help of, with the help of Daryl, they were able to distract one of the guys, causing him to get bitten by one of the walkers. But Wade, came over after the guy called for him and, chopped the guy's arm off. And you thinking that, Daryl's starting to befriend this group, but, as we moved on in the show, you're not just dealing with walkers anymore. You're also dealing with humans who have their own, agendas, and pretty much we see that unravel in later on in tonight's episode. Tina, the girl, the second girl that was with the other two, the other woman and the other man who we don't know the name of, she went to see. She noticed that it was two people she knew went to kneel and pay her condolences. And one of the walkers, or one of them, were still alive. They bit her pretty much, and that's all she wrote. Bit on the neck. But Daryl and the guy, unnamed guy, was digging graves, and Daryl asked him the question that Rick and some of the other members of the group asked strangers that they meet, how many walkers have you killed? How many people have you killed? The guy said he killed about half a dozen walkers and 0 people. You thinking everything's all right, but it's not. And as Daryl is leading them back, telling them, well, I got a group of people, that are still relatively, sane, more or less, good or worse, but, he realized, like, damn, I gave a gun back to the guy when Wade was coming to try to, attack them and take what they had found. Daryl trying to do a good deed, ends up, gun to the back of his head. They took his motorcycle. They took his bow and arrow, and the woman apologized. She said, "I'm sorry," and Daryl replied, "You're gonna be." And we all know that the group is badass, and they will, make them pay in some way, fashion, unless they can come to some type of agreement down the line. But Daryl, shakes that off, goes back in the woods, and he starts moving, branches and bushes, and he stumbles across a fuel truck with a walker inside. He opens the door, kills the walker, and drives off to pick up Abraham and Sasha. They they hear the truck come out there, and they look at each other and smile, because Sasha said that that Daryl would come back to get him, because they're friends. Abraham was skeptical and questioning it, but Daryl, being the good guy that he is, did come back for his friends. And as they're riding down the road, Daryl picks up the walkie-talkie to try to get in touch with Rick. Rick doesn't respond, but you hear somebody saying help, and you can barely hear it the first time, but then it got clear. It got more clear, and it got louder, and they said help. I'm assuming that is Glenn, who found his way out of all the zombie herd underneath either the dumpster or in the drain, calling out to help from his good friends Daryl, Sasha, and Abraham. And I didn't see tonight's preview because they premiering another show on AMC, but I will be looking for it on YouTube, and I will post the link, or just post it on my YouTube channel. But overall, I thought tonight's episode was really good. Good action, good dialogue between Sasha and Abraham. Of course, it's always good to see Daryl back. Getting a good amount of screen time. And like I said, tonight's episode was really good, and I look forward to the final 2 episodes of the first half of season 6 of The Walking Dead. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Tell me what you thought of the episode. Share this video. Like this video. Subscribe to the channel. Favorite the channel. Tell a friend to subscribe to Big Cool Entertainment. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.